In this video, I'm going to assemble my brand new welding machine and get it ready for action. What's up everybody, welcome back to Wrench at Home. In the previous video you saw me unboxing my brand new welding machine and all the small things I bought with it. Today it's time for assembly. We'll pick it right up where we left off, at the point where I just finished unboxing the welding cart. And what better way to start this video than with a time lapse.
Nice. High five.
Before I start organizing my welding cart, I first have some assembly to do on the welding machine itself. I will start with switching out the wire feed roller wheel and of course installing a wire spool. You can open up the wire feed mechanism by releasing tension and tilting the tension knob forward. Don't twist too far or you'll remove the knob altogether like I did. Next, remove the knob holding the feed roller wheel and just pull the wheel out. If you change your welding wire spool to a different wire thickness, make sure you change your wire feed roller in the machine and the contact tip in your welding torch as well, to match your new wire thickness. The new wheel can now be pressed in. Make sure the recess on the inside of the wheel aligns with the key on the feed axle. Now you can lock the wheel back up and you're done.
Okay.
Next up is connecting the welding torch to the machine. The connector has several plugs on it for power, wire feed and gas, so it really only fits one way.
Leuk.
After finding that sweet spot, twist the ring to tighten the torch and you're all set. Now I'll install the wire spool inside the machine. I open the door back up and remove the nut knob on the spool holder. There is a small stick out on the spool holder that aligns with the hole on the spool itself, so it can rotate it around. The wire end should come out at the bottom of the spool when looking at it from the side, so it can go into the wire feed mechanism. Look out, because the wire itself is under a bit of tension and can be a bit springy.
Okay, abort.
After fiddling the wire through the small hole, I clamp it down first so it won't spring back out. Then I secure the spool onto the holder and I make sure the wire aligns with the feed roller wheel properly. It's finally time to turn on the machine for the first time.
Yeah.
What's up guys? I'm sorry to interrupt, but if you're enjoying this video, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Thanks! Now back to the video. I set the welding type to MIG and wire type to solid wire with maximum amperage, which gives me maximum wire speed, so I can check if the wire feed mechanism is running smoothly. After confirming everything looks good, I can now run the wire all the way through the torch. Here you can see the synergic part of this machine in action. This means that if you turn the knob to adjust the amperage or wire speed, it automatically updates the voltage setting based on the type of welding and type of wire settings it's set to. When you press the button, you can fine-tune the voltage separately. This machine can go up to a maximum of 200 amps and a minimum of 20 amps. Now I hook up the ground connections and I'm ready to put it all on the cart. The only thing that's left to do now is hooking up the gas canister. I went with a 10-liter bottle filled with a gas mixture of 85% argon and 50% CO2. I used the chains that came with the cart to attach the bottle and hold it upright, but I used some zip ties to hold together both chain ends just in case, because I don't really trust the chains completely. And I really don't want my gas bottle to go flying through the roof after it accidentally falls over. Here I reassembled the pressure regulator and flow meter so I can hook it up to the gas canister. Make sure you have this plastic bushing installed on the regulator where it hooks up to the bottle for a sealed connection. In this close-up you can really get a better look at these gauges. Again, the right one tells you how much gas flows to your welding machine, the left gauge tells you how much gas is left in the bottle, and with the knob you can increase or decrease the flow rate. Before I attach the regulator, I blow out some potential dust in the nozzle and make sure the threads on the bottle are clean. After attaching the regulator, I install the gas tubing with the supplied hose clamps. I tightened these hose clamps with a screwdriver, but had to come back in later with a small socket wrench because they were still leaking gas. I am really excited to start using this thing, although I must say it does intimidate me quite a bit. And there you have it, folks. A welding station ready to tackle any basic welding project you could have in your house, on your car or bike, or even for small projects at work, depending on your job, of course. By the way, I made this settings chart with starting values for MIG welding to help me set up my machine, because mine didn't come with one. It's basically information from a few different sheets I found online merged together, along with some helpful information about weld bead appearance. If you're interested in this chart, you can download it as a PDF for free. I'll put a link down in the description. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see me welding in the future if you're not already. Bye!